All right, everybody, it is time for another new episode of A Whole New World with me, your host, Jacob New, where we are here to put a spotlight on positive things happening in the community and developing a positive mindset. As always, it's time for everybody's favorite part of the week, the dad joke of the week. The crowd goes wild. The dad joke is, why is England the wettest country? Because the Queen has reigned there for so long.
Wow.
Like reigned as in ruled. It's, as I told my kids, it's funny if you have to explain it. You know? Right. Oh, jokes. So we have a very special guest here today. We have Mose Thomas in the house from Prokid Movement. Everybody say, "Hey, Mose."
How you doing, sugar? How you doing?
Thanks. I'm sure people were not expecting that from you.
It's okay.
How everybody doing today?
We're doing good. I'm glad to have you on the show. So
Glad to be on here.
Before we get into it, tell us a little bit about you, Mose. Like, what should people know about you?
So I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with catfish.
What?
I'm playing.
Oh, I was like, whoa,
Like, what?
whoa. Is that a thing?
No.
Have I been missing out?
No. Well, like I said, my name is Mose. I'm the CEO of a Prokid Movement. I've been dancing for the past 13 years. Originally from Beaumont, Texas. That's like Southeast Texas. Mm-hmm. I started off like dancing with friends out in the streets, just having fun, expressing myself, no worries in the world. And kind of like a fast forward, 13 years later, I have my own business behind it. Never thought I would be in this position where I'm at now, being on like this podcast, being on the radio show, dancing for like different artists throughout the years and everything. And that's a little bit about me.
That's awesome, man. So, 13 years of dancing. What got you started with dancing?
One of my friends, close friends, I went to this local studio that was in my hometown, and they was getting ready for a show. Come to find out, they was like one man short, and I've always knew how to dance. I was just very shy, so you cannot get me in front of anybody, do anything by myself. He was like, "Hey, we need somebody. Come on, dance." It's like, okay, yeah. Cool. And from there, it's like started dancing, really liking how I felt internally, and it just kind of took off from there. Started doing like shows with them, then joined a group, then started doing my own thing, and moved here to Dallas and started doing my own thing even more.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. We're very grateful that you are doing that. And,
thank you.
I like how I'm first off very jealous of your dance moves. I've seen some of the stuff on YouTube, and for those of you who saw my poor videographer editing stuff. Dancing in the hallway, much better than I could ever do. You know? So, but I just like that it's another way of expression.
Right.
And so some people can dance, not me. I mean, I do a little like robot box face thing, you know.
Well, one thing I tell people is like, everybody can dance, but everybody cannot be a dancer. Everybody has rhythm. It might not be the rhythm that you see other people do, but you can dance. But being a dancer, that's a whole different scenario, a whole different ball game.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. I want to tell my fiance next time we go out dancing, I'll be like, "I can dance, babe," and she'll be like, "No, I just am not a dancer."
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about how you look at things.
Exactly.
I like it. So you danced for 13 years, and now you are the CEO of Prokid Movement. So
correct.
What exactly is Prokid Movement?
So Prokid Movement is really simple. You are the movement. Mm-hmm. Whatever you do, podcasts, dancing, playing chess, reading books, you're the movement of your own lifestyle. If it's positive, even if it's negative, which we're not shooting for that.
Yeah.
But if it's positive, that's your own movement. I'm just there to be a vessel to the light, to your light, and just help you along the way. But at the end of the day, we have our own movement through talk, through dance, through our body movement, through love, through actions, but it's your own movement. So that's what Prokid Movement is.
So, and everything that we do is a movement. And
correct.
One thing I think of, when one part moves, it causes the other parts to move. It's kind of
chain
like
reaction.
reaction.
Correct.
So, what are some things that you do with Prokid Movement?
Some things, I do go to different elementary schools, or right now I'm working to get into middle schools and high schools, even though it's like the end of the year right now. But looking to get into more schools to talk to the student individuals on just like motivation, inspiring them, through going through anything in life. Like this past beginning of this month, I went to a local Garland school to talk to them about their STARS testing, getting them motivated, getting them ready, and getting them inspired to take that. Everybody don't want to take tests, but at the same time, we have to, test our skills to see, how good we are with not just life, but, certain things that we go through day by day. So it was really I would say a life-changing moment to see, how many students, not just to make happy, but really inspire them, because it went from I'm gonna just go here and talk and make the kids happy, dance for them, to you're amazing, you're famous, now I want your autograph. You inspired me so much. It's like, wow.
So what did you say to them to inspire them so much? 'Cause
one thing I remember saying is no matter what you do, first of all I say you are the movement, and they like that. But I'll say don't let nobody ever tell you guys that you can't do something. Always tell yourself, I am beautiful, like the boys and girls, I am beautiful, I am handsome, I am great, I am awesome, I can do anything I want to. I am, just more positive affirmations inside them, because I had it a little bit when I was growing up, but nobody really told me you're amazing, you're awesome. I just heard you're very special, you're very nice. It's which is cool, but I didn't get that confidence, you can achieve anything you want in the world, you can do anything.
And I love that message, because I don't think often enough that's a message that we're told. Like you said, even me growing up, I don't remember feeling like I could just take on the world. It's just oh, where am I going to find my place?
Yeah.
And so you say growing up you didn't have many people telling you that. Now, so was there something that kind of happened that led you to develop this feeling within yourself that you could take on anything? Or what happened?
Yeah, it was back in 2015. First of all, it's life. Everything happens for a reason, good or bad. But I went through a really bad breakup with mother of my kids. We went through a divorce and stuff like that. And I'll be very transparent, because it might help somebody that's watching this. I hit rock bottom. I didn't know what to do. I was crying, just broken down, and I thought kind of feel like life was over. And, in the midst of trying to find myself what's going to make me happy again besides dance, dance is always there, but I didn't want to deal with dance at the moment. Just, trying to figure out what's going to make me happy, And I just stumbled randomly on, motivational speaking and inspiration videos on YouTube. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's pumping me up and getting me going. Over time, just listen to them. I'm like, okay, I feel something kicking inside of me. I'm getting back in the gym. I'm feeling good. I'm, kind of feeling myself getting, kind of standing up mentally back on my feet. And then from there, I was like, well, if this makes me feel good, how can I take this feeling that I'm feeling internally and help somebody else? I'm not saying they're going through what I'm going through, but I want to give back, because I always like to see other people happy as well too. So that's kind of what blossomed to be a motivational speaker. I love the happiness people feel. I love it. I love if I could talk to somebody and make you feel good, I've done my job.
Yeah. And sorry to hear that you went through those tough times, but a recurring theme that I've seen though is that when we go through these tough times, it really depends on how you react to them.
Right.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, obviously to be upset and down for a little bit, but do we decide to let it keep us down, or do we figure out a way to get ourselves back up? And I like that you found a way to get yourself back up, and you noticed that dance, you said, wasn't doing it for you anymore. So you found another outlet, another venue.
Right.
And so who were some of the people that you might have been listening to, for those that maybe are in that same spot or maybe want to be inspired as well?
I know, doing working out, I did listen to a lot of C.T. Fletcher. He has a really crazy mouth, but he pumps you up and gets you motivated. I can't think of his name right now. He's a black motivational speaker. He's really, really popular. I know E.T., the hip hop preacher.
Okay.
Right? E.T.
I'm not too familiar.
You gotta get on E.T. He
E.T.
gets you there. He gets you there. It's another guy on there. I know Inky. He was playing for like a UT, but he had like got hurt, like a nerve in his arm got hurt, and he couldn't play football anymore. So he became a motivational speaker, and I listen to him a lot. There's a couple of more people. I can't think of the name at the moment, but I do.
So there's just a multitude of people.
Yes.
You just search in motivational speaking on YouTube, or is that how? Okay.
Yeah, it just kind of branches from one person to the other. I do listen to like a lot of Kobe Bryant, like motivational speaking, like the Mamba. It's like he has like a certain title for like the Mamba Speaks or Mamba Mentality.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've actually heard he has a really good YouTube series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of talks about, his mindset from on the court, off the court, and then, the behind the scenes of, like, if he's practicing, he wants to be the first one and last one out of the gym, which if if I'm in the gym and you come in the gym behind me, well, I'm not leaving until you leave. You could stay there for 8 hours. I'm going to stay there for 9 hours. And it's like, that's a lot of dedication. You just been there for 8 hours. Now you want another 8 hours?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do that.
No.
Like, once you're tired, you're done. You're out.
Yeah, and it speaks volumes to like the level of your dedication too. When you're willing to go the extra distance.
Right.
And especially when you're dealing with kids, as a former teacher.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to put in the hours. Otherwise, if you don't, the kids suffer. And so, and I think it's easy. A lot of us choose the easier route. Well, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I think sometimes we like to choose the easier route, and obviously because it's easier. I mean, we don't have to put in the work. It's not as much pain, but we don't grow as much from that.
Yeah, it's kind of like nowadays they want instant gratification.
Yes.
They don't want to put in the work. Just like, oh, I want that. Can you give it to me?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it don't work like that.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes from lots and lots of hard work.
Yeah.
And people, I mean, you don't get to where you are just instantaneously. You have to put in the work. You have to go through the downs. You have to hit rock bottom sometimes.
Yeah.
So all this kind of like you're in the gym, you're working out, listening to motivational, and you got. So did you take any other classes, or just listen and then you just kind of developed your own motivational speaking style on your own? Or how did that kind of develop?
I didn't really take the time out to take classes. I just really listened to a lot of tips and a lot of people on YouTube, which YouTube has everything you want.
Anything you want to learn.
Yeah,
YouTube.
you want to tie shoes like YouTube. You want to like color how to color blue is like sound weird, but here's blue.
Yeah.
But just listen to YouTube. For countless hours, watching different like techniques on how to present. When you talk, from like your tonnage, spacing your words out. Showing aggression through your words. I'm still working on it, I would say, but it has helped me develop how I talk to people instead of just being like one way. I have almost like a multitude of ways to comprehend and talk to you. Yeah.
And because there's so much more that's involved with human communication than just the tone, like just the words. Like you said, it's the tone. And
yeah.
I thought, have you ever seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
No, I haven't.
Oh, there's a teacher in there, and he just talks
monotone.
Yeah, it's like he's like Bueller. But anyways, yeah, and so, but like we have the facial expressions, we have our hand gestures, and our tone of voice, and so, but there's a lot that goes into motivational speaking. So, kudos to you for taking that on and still learning, and even admitting, hey, I'm still learning. You know,
it's, like my pastor did tell me, like he preaches every Sunday. He said, like preaching to you guys, it takes a lot. Like I'm tired. Like I just worked the 8-hour shift. I'm not saying oh, I don't believe you. I didn't believe him, but it's okay. I guess so. When I talked to the students for a good hour, I felt like I just ran a marathon. I was tired. I was exhausted, and I was like, wow. Mentally, talking, giving like energy back to somebody else, and really broadcasting like feeding positive vibes in them, it tires you out. And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know this was real. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's I almost kind of, if I had to put a picture of it, it's like you're taking your cup and you're pouring all your positive vibes into somebody else's, and so then you just gotta refill your cup again. I can see that. Yeah. So that's cool. All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we will continue our talk.
Sounds good.
So this is Jacob New with A Whole New World. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to A Whole New World with me, your host, Jacob New, where we're here to put a spotlight on positive things happening in the community and developing a positive mindset. So we have Mose Thomas here in the building. And so we're talking about what he's doing with his Prokid Movement.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just got done and we talk about how exhausting speaking can be. Sorry.
Technical difficulties.
I'm new. I always plead that I'm new. Sorry. Yeah. Don't you love? Anyways, so, but yeah. So tell us a little bit about how do you prepare for like a speaking session or like going in and talking to fifth graders about STAR testing? Like how do you prepare for something like that?
Really understanding who you're about to talk to, because I don't just talk to kids, but I do talk to different ages, from kids all the way to adults. To my mom, I feed positive, stuff into her. My girlfriend Jamie, I'll talk to anybody if they need it. Mm-hmm. But to a certain group, it's like you gotta understand who you're talking to, because I go into a school, like an elementary school, biometrics of your lifestyle and the inspiration that's gonna feed your mentality.
They're gonna know exactly what you're talking about, right?
What are you talking about? But just I guess first of all is, how would you want to be dealt with when you was a kid? You want somebody to talk to you crazy or with big words, or do you want somebody to be gentle, be kind, not just physically, but be kind to you mentally, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tell me something that I'm gonna understand, that I can actually take and be like, hey mom, this guy came and talked to me, he came to my school, I feel so inspired, he was cool, and so forth and so forth. So that's kind of how I get myself prepared, who am I talking to.
Okay. Now, so obviously you have to plan out what you're going to say, and I like that you're considering your audience and really thinking about the language you're going to use, essentially. Mm-hmm. So do you also plan out what kind of dance you're going to do too, or is it always kind of like a freestyle?
It's kind of more like a freestyle, because I want it to be really, what's the word I'm looking for? I want it to be genuine, not staged. Okay. So I just put the music on. I do plan the music, what song I want to dance to, what I'm feeling. Once again, the crowd, what type of crowd I'm working with, and then I go off of that. So it's just always freestyle, just a wider crowd, and more with freestyle, I'm able to express myself a little bit more compared to I've created this. Even though I created this, mm-hmm. It's more of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 count, and that's all you get. Yeah. With this freestyle, is you have a whole agenda. Do what you want to do, have fun.
So so just the ability to fully express yourself in
Correct.
the moment.
Yeah, because I want it to be I guess for me it ties back into being motivated. Just express yourself, motivate yourself, and inspire yourself, because you are you.
So does that flow pretty fluidly from your dancing to your speaking? Like,
as of right now, no.
Okay.
Now, I'll be honest, I'm like still like in the early development stages of like how can I actually blend it in a little bit better, because I always start off like, hey, my name is Mo, CEO of Prokid Movement, and Prokid Movement is, I'm a dancer, I dance robotic, waving, and I'm a motivational speaker.
Okay.
And that's kind of like, it's like the introduction, like, okay, so you're going to dance for us, you're going to speak to us too, so, I want to stay for this.
Yeah. I think should dance and speak.
Dance and speak.
No, I'm just kidding. But that's cool though. And honestly, I probably don't need much of a chance. I haven't seen it, but just you get their attention just by dancing, and I think that's a big part of it, because you get their attention, and then you can lay down your wisdom.
I really get their attention, especially kids. Is like, oh my God, he's so tall. So here we go. Okay.
How tall are you?
I am 6'6.5".
Dang.
Probably like the tallest dancer you will meet in Dallas.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm like 5'7".
Yeah.
Yeah. Really 5'6.5".
But you're tall in the heart.
Yeah. I make up for it in my character.
The only person that matters is like your wife. Like, you're tall to your wife. She loves you. She cares about you, and like you're tall to her.
Yeah. I think I meet those requirements. So where do you want to see Prokid Movement going? So like you're still going to elementary schools. You want to have a facility. Like what's next?
I want to travel. I don't want to really like just lock down to one facility.
Okay.
It would be up to God first of all what He wants, or the direction He wants to see me do with this vision I have. Mm-hmm. But me, I want to travel with it. I want Prokid Movement not just to be like, just dancing and speaking, but I want it to be an area where it's kind of like a convention or a lifestyle not awareness, but just a place where people can come and be inspired and motivated. Mm-hmm. Like if it's from music, dancing, art, spiritual, anything like that. Kind of like a big convention. Like, hey, we got Prokid Movement in Dallas, or I got into Baltimore, a 2-day convention where you get uplifted, you get like healthy foods, you get inspiration, you get like stuff that you need to not just keep it internally in you, but actually take it into your business, your lifestyle, to your family, to your loved ones, and feed it back.
Oh, what's got to? It's not good to have a light and not let it shine.
Correct.
I was like, I don't know why I couldn't find the words for that, but yeah. I mean, once you get those skills, those talents, you want to be able to share it with those people, because just by doing that, you can help other people let their light shine too.
Yeah.
So you want to make it into like a convention type thing, bring in people. It's just in the Dallas area, or because you said you wanted to travel.
I want to travel.
Okay. Just locally, or do you want to go like nationwide with this?
I would like to go nationwide with it.
Okay.
Like go around the country and having like in different like Australia, Europe, or something like that. But right now, we're gonna start off. Off small, but start off
baby steps.
Yes, baby steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So start with the elementary schools and schools around here.
All right, I like it.
Yeah.
So with that, I mean, are you looking for other speaking opportunities than just elementary schools right now, or?
No, I'm actually looking for more speaking opportunities.
Okay.
I am, because I don't want it just to be like catered to schools, but I want it to be like catered to like companies, to like office buildings, to like if a company having like a little party, or like like a holiday party was like, well, we don't want to like the same thing, eat games and call it a day. Well, it'd be like, well, I had this guy, Prokid Movement. He actually motivational speaker and also a dancer. So it's kind of like for that, you can get almost a 2-in-1. Or if you don't want the motivational speaking, where I can like teach you. I can like teach you a dance, get like your employees up, going, make them feel good, get them energized.
Keep the movement going.
Yes. There you see. Yeah. There you go.
I see.
Yeah.
Again, I'm making connections over here, y'all. I am. dot connected.
Right.
So All right, cool. So we'll have to keep an ear out. And if any of you listeners out there are like, oh, we can help, shoot us. What's a good way to contact you?
You can contact me on Facebook, Mose Prokid Thomas, or Instagram, just straight Prokid, Prokid, all together.
Okay.
And email is mosethomas.a@gmail.com.
All right. So there you have it, and we'll add those to our show notes for those of you out there listening as well. So, one thing, how do you think you have grown the most since starting Prokid Movement, and well, even since you started dancing? Like, has there been what stands out to you? Like,
just my mentality. Like I said, going through hitting rock bottom with that situation. Before that, I was kind of like just really not self-centered, but just kind of focused on, well, I want to do this. I want to do this is what I want to do, and not think about the consequences or what can happen if I make this decision. I have option A or option B. But at the end of the day, once you make that decision, you don't know what's going to happen until it happens. So, developing in Prokid Movement, it not only just, developed my mentality, but also developed, my business mentality, like how to present myself. How to present myself, on social media. I can't just post anything or do anything. How to present myself when I'm actually face to face talking to you. That's how I met you. How to not just, oh well, I'm a dancer. I'm cool.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Need a little bit more substance.
Yeah, but it's like more like, hi, my name is Mose. I'm a co-CEO of Prokid Movement, and then also explain, what I do. Some people catch on, some people won't. But at the end of the day, develop from beginning to end of Prokid Movement, I'm able to develop this is who I am. So let me actually dig into it and be attached to it. Just be instead of just being, oh, this is a little project or a talent I have. Look at it. Yeah. Now it's no, look at this. You're gonna love this. Check it out.
Yeah,
you're gonna want it.
I like the authority you had the second time. I was I'm looking. I'm I don't see it. Where is it?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I like that. That's often something I think we overlook too. Is we just think, oh, I'm just gonna go in and apply for a job, and you don't dress appropriately or know how to talk to people, because we live in an age where we do everything online,
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of that personal stuff we lose.
Yeah, with that, for instance, when I did talk to that elementary, someone just told me to kind of go in into the front office and introduce myself, because it was the same school my kids go to, so I'm always up there. And if this was me back then, I would no, I don't want to do that, too shy, whatever. But I would there and say, hey, my name is Mose, I'm a motivational speaker, just looking to see, maybe I can come and speak at career day.
Yeah,
it was okay, we'll give you a call. Called me and it was hey, we want you to come down and talk to the principal. We want to sit down and talk to you, see what you can do and everything like that. I'm okay, cool. I kind of belittled myself, well, okay, cool, they want to talk to me, but I'm not. In other words, I was saying I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of what I know I need.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna just take what they give me. But I had to really talk myself out of no, you more than what you think you are. So go in there with your head strong, your chest out, and be ready.
So is that you just repeated to yourself I am more than what they give me, or what'd you do to kind of
really tell myself I'm worthy of what I want. It was far as money, far as the time, for what I want to present to these kids, and not just more of having that aura bounce off of me and hit. For instance, if I was talking to you, you're gonna feel it, I told you. So, going in there, and I was saying, well, you guys could pay me this X amount of dollars at first. But someone was telling me, no, shoot for the top. Shoot for the top. No, that's too much. So, I went in there, they talked to me, really very professional, a clear head. I said, well, this is what I want right here. This X amount of dollars I need for this event.
Yeah.
It was okay. It's wait, what? Wait. That's easy? No, I didn't say it out loud, but it was in my head. I was wait a minute, I'm freaking out. That easy?
Yeah.
Who did this? But it's just showing myself if you have confidence, show the confidence, no matter if they say yes or no, because you have to know your worth before anybody else knows your worth.
Man, that is golden.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end it right there. No.
Drops mic.
Yeah.
Can't drop the mic.
No, please don't drop the mics. No, I don't want to get in trouble. No.
All right.
No, but I think it's very important that before we do anything, if you know who you are, your own self-worth before, it makes navigating this world so much easier. And if you don't, you're going to be taking what other people will tell you who you are and what you're worth instead of you figuring it out.
Yeah.
And so that's just amazing, man. Yeah. So
we all need it.
Yeah. No, we do. Yeah. And so thanks for sharing that. I'm really glad you did.
No problem.
So last question that I've gotten in the habit of asking. So do you have, I'm curious, this is more over for me, but do you have any morning routines that you do to get you ready for the day?
It's like yes and no, because I try to get a routine, then I get distracted by social media, just being honest.
Okay.
But when I did have a routine, it was more of don't touch your phone, just wake up and lay there. Like kind of give your mind a second to warm up. I had seen some on YouTube, they say, give yourself time to warm up, because it's kind of like getting in the car, starting and just going. It might not do nothing right then, but over time it's gonna mess it up. So it's like give yourself time to your mind to wake up. Feed positive affirmations to yourself, like today's gonna be a good day. I'm great. Whatever happens. But overall, I am successful. I am I am powerful. I am me, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. And just keep saying it, and I'll be honest, when I was doing that, even though I didn't see money coming in or I wasn't doing this, I felt good throughout the day. Nothing was really bringing me down, nothing was negative, but I was able to just be happy internally, show it, talk to people, just be myself.
Yeah, you could take on the world, so to speak. Yeah.
Then after that, it's just like, all right, play the music. Start playing music, take a shower, get ready.
Yeah. I like it. So, one more time, though. If somebody wants to reach out to you, if they want you to come speak, or they know of other speaking opportunities, how can they reach out to you again?
Like I said, Facebook, Mose Prokid. It's Mose Moyo Prokid Thomas. Instagram is @Prokid. That's all together. And email, it would be mosethomas.a. That's MOSE, last name Thomas.a@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you, Mose. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. And this has been another great episode of A Whole New World with me, your host, Jacob New. And we look forward to next time.
All right now.
Bye, y'all.